Why don't victims of abuse come forward quicker? Why do they wait years and years? Right now in the UK, a man, he's dead, called Mohammed Al-Fayed is being investigated because of his sexual deviance. Over 200 women have come forward to describe their ordeal. And as we listen to the horror unfolds, there will be an arsehole. There's always an arsehole that will say, well, if they were abused, why didn't they come forward earlier? That's the voice that I'm giving them. Why didn't they say something earlier? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because of fucked up comments like that. That's why people don't come forward, because they know they will be blamed and they know that they won't be believed. What do you mean if they were abused? Is it up for debate? What do you want to have happen before you actually believe them? This is gaslighting. That's why they don't come forward. Have you heard of PTSD? When the body goes into shock and you need months, if not years, to make sense of what happened to you? Have you heard of that? Sometimes the whole of the system is set up to support the abuser. Case in point, Mohammed Al-Fayed owned Harrods, the most prestigious store in all the world. People that came to London put Harrods on their list. So who's going to go and say, oh, guess what? The owner of Harrods, he abused me. One girl was 16 years old, a virgin, and she had to go to Harley Street, another prestigious area for medicine. She had to go to Harley Street to have an internal investigation. It is said to see whether she had any STDs, 16-year-old virgin. No, it was to see if she was clean and fresh for Al-Fayed. But the system supported this. It was the HR freaking department that sent this poor girl to Harley Street. So when she was raped, no one's got anything to say. No one's got anything to say. Another reason why victims do not speak up is because of the shame of it all. People that are abused will internalize the abuse and they will blame themselves. What did I do? Was my clothes too provocative? Was I too provocative? Was I too smiley? Was I too flirty? Did I not heed the red flags? But how are you going to heed the red flags when it is your boss, when your life depends on it, when paying your rent and existing depends on it? It's not a question of money, not at all, because you see, you have contradicted yourself. Because if it was money, then they would come out faster, wouldn't they? They would come out, get me, pay me off. They would blackmail the person. They don't. They suffer in silence. And why do they eventually come out and tell their stories? After they've gone through their harrowing stories, they will, to a person, say, because I don't want anybody to go through the experience that I had.